What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for SoFi Technologies with the ticker symbol SOFI. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. And SoFi had a 3.65% drop today, and potentially it can drop even lower. It did have a bottom at 859, but we'll see how long that lasts because it looks like the market is not trying to reverse any time now. We have the first angle of attack right here, the second angle. So potentially the market is getting steeper and steeper. We have potentially the third angle, and sometimes you'll see the fourth. So generally, we can capitulate and then eventually reverse higher. So you can see that the acceleration to the downside is increasing. Maybe it's going to come back down to prior strong support. The first strong support will be right about here at the 645, and maybe the potential all-time lows right around the mid $4 level. So those are my two targets to the downside. And we have to look at lower prices because price is not looking bullish as right now. It bounced up higher, but again, aggressive selling came back in the market. Sometimes it could be a trap, sometimes it could not. So what I mean is sometimes you'll see price drop and then trap shorts thinking we're going to go lower in reverse. But sometimes you'll see price drop and then it'll actually be for real and we will continue to see the drop. And it looks like the market may be doing something like that, especially the tariff news is not going away anytime soon. They're going to be using that as a scapegoat to continue to drop down the price, suck out the liquidity out of the market, and then store it for future use because eventually it's going to come flooding back into the market. The market is not going to stay depressed forever. That's just not how the system is designed. The liquidity has to be injected back into the market or the whole system collapses, and no one wants the whole system to collapse. No one's going to vote for the whole system to collapse, so they cannot let it collapse. So we're going to probably see an influx of liquidity coming back into the market, and then possibly even more liquidity because you don't just get liquidity in the market to where it was before. You get more liquidity, and who knows which will fly back into. It might not be your stock, it might not be this specific stock or whatever, but it's going to be specific markets, specific stocks that the liquidity will probably be injected back into. So as right now, the technicals say this is bearish until otherwise invalidated, and validation levels would be break of these trend lines. So until then, it's pretty simple to say that price is most likely going to continue lower. Looks like we did fill in the gap, but we are below prior support, which is not a good sign. And the next strong support is at the mid $6 level and the mid $4 level. So all I have for SoFi Technologies on the daily and weekly charts. Most likely, I'll give you guys an update next week, Tuesday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.